In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 books that you must read this year. Check this out. There's a saying that readers are leaders, and I 100% agree. When you read, you're learning new things, new possibilities. That's why I wanted to share these 5 books with you to read next year. Here are the 5 books I want to share for this year for you to read. These are some of the books I read in 24 to 48 hours. In addition to that, I'm also going to share 2 bonus books to read. There were just so many good books I read this year. I couldn't just share just 5. So 2 bonus books on your way. In addition to that, I'm going to share one big idea from each of the books I share today. I want to share one big idea from each book I share so you can get a taste of what the book is about. Get some nuggets of gold and set yourself up for an amazing year. First book on the list is The Golden Future by Diana Cooper. Look at that. Look how beautiful the cover is. Again, if you watched my videos before, I go to bookstores and I'm gravitated to certain books that look a certain way. It's like my intuition, my higher self saying, look this way. And again, this was one of the books. It was on the shelf and I thought, wow, what's the golden future? For those of you who are unaware of different dimensions, 3rd dimension versus 5th dimension, and having a higher vibration in the world, the one big idea in this book is the world is quickly moving energetically to the 5th dimension. As per Diana Cooper, she says that every star, planet in the universe is going through an upgrade or a higher dimension. Light workers have incarnated to assist and help the process of the transformation for the entire universe. That's the reason why I was drawn to this book. I do believe there is a 5th dimension, 3rd dimension. 3rd dimension is what currently Earth is at. It's more of a lower vibration where there's more fear than love, more worry, more illusions, more like a lower frequency versus the 5th dimension, which she mentions here, the 5th dimension. 5th dimension is more about love, peace, joy, and just at a higher vibration that the world can be at. And I believe it's already happening. I mean, I'm seeing young kids on the social media platforms in the early teens sharing amazing books, sharing quotes from philosophers, sharing personal development books, how to better their mind, accepting one another more. I have a nephew who was in high school, university, and he says, Auntie, we accept everyone, whether they're whatever race they are, whatever they're LGBTQ, whatever. It's just, he said the ones who are now bullied are the ones who don't accept people. That's so cool how young kids are just more accepting. And not only that, I noticed that a lot of younger generations, they're starting to wake up. They're more into nature. I know a lot of people think that they're still they're glued to their screen, but a lot are thinking about nature, trees, and things like that. So I think it's pretty cool. That's what a taste of this book is. It's just of what the future is going to look like. And especially for those who are spiritual, who love spirituality, a highly recommended book, especially for those who are fellow light workers and who see beauty in the future. If you have not yet, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications really helps to get this out to people who need the information, help increase their vibration, live a joyful life, and live with inner peace. Like and subscribe now. As I film this, light is coming in from the sun from my window. So it's just amazing. I think you can see that beam of light there. Awesome. You are light and love. The next book is The Seasons of Life by Jim Rohn. And again, this was actually one of the books I want to read for the past several years now. I wasn't able to grab a copy that was under $30 US plus shipping. Now I believe they're starting to be more available, so I was able to pick one up. And I read this one within 24 hours, less than 24 hours. It is a simple read. It was a thing that I need to at the moment. I want to see things in my life were changing. I was going through a spiritual awakening, what some call dark night of soul, just going through things to help increase my vibration. And I wanted to know what's going on. So this was a helpful book on in life, things change and there are seasons, just like there is with weather and in seasons. And the one big idea I want to share with you is pondering life and all the debris is what he calls debris of energetic experiences, emotions, and things that you've picked up along from people, self-inflicted, or anything along the way in your life. Most people don't do that. Most people don't realize that when they meet someone or when they're in a relationship with someone or where they have an experience with people who are negative or experiences with themselves like feeling down, are those really their own feelings? And that's something that I had to deal with as an HSP, a highly sensitive person, picking up these feelings and emotions when I realized wait a second, why do I feel this way? That's not even mine. It's also that saying, who do you listen to? Do you listen to people who have what you want and who've been where you are? For example, if someone went to someone who had a heart condition and went to a foot doctor instead, I mean, you're listening to maybe the right venue, professional as a doctor, but like not so much as like the correct specialty. If you don't follow your own belief systems, meaning something that really feels intuitive, that feels right, then along the road and along your life, you're going to start listening to the belief systems of others, even though deep down you know for yourself it's wrong. You have to discern. Discern is a big thing in life. You have to make sure you discern in all seasons of your life. You got to make sure that what you're doing is the well-being for yourself. You're not doing it out of obligation. You're not setting those boundaries and making sure that you know that you're not picking this up from other people. You're not picking up all these energetic debris from other people. The seasons of life. Want another book that you can read this year to help increase your vibration? Check my book below that I wrote, Success Habits, where I give you simple tips you can use today for your next year to be an even amazing year. Click below and grab yourself a copy. The next book is, drumroll please, A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And for those of you who watch my channel, I did recommend this last year for a must read for this year. If you want to click the video there and talk about that one idea I talk about. So today I'm going to talk about a different idea and a reason why it made it on the list again. Again, it's one of the books I reread almost every year. Even if I don't read the full book, I read different chapters. I am part of 2 book clubs on this book. It's just that good. The one big idea is practicing detachment in the present moment, meaning that when it comes to your life, when it comes to anything, when you feel you have to control it, whether it be the circumstances, other people, work, you have to learn to release the control and surrender to flow. Meaning not just being like willy-nilly, but if something comes in your way of, let's say for example, you're at work and someone's really pushing you to go to this meeting or see this person, but you're like, no, if I'm set in my ways, maybe follow that flow and surrender to it and just what can turn out from it. I believe that's the reason why it's so important even with like wealth consciousness. Even though this book says Happy Pocket Full of Money, it should really be called A Happy Pocket Full of Life. It's just so more about spirituality and life and just in general and quantum physics as well. Even with money, you have to let it flow. That's why they have this thing called tithing where you give freely. Not where people take advantage of you, but you feel like, you know, you have more than enough that you can give freely. I think that's one of the best way is to detach, is like practicing with like money. And that saying goes, what you resist, you persist. Live joyfully in the present moment will completely change your life. Doing things like mindfulness, meditation, walking in nature. And one hack is to clear that stuck negative energy that you've got from others, that you've got from yourself, that you even got from generational or ancestors. If you watch my video up here, I share some techniques on clearing and get rid of those negative energies. To get in line with the next book I want to share, it will help open your eyes to this concept of ridding your body of negative stuck energy. A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And the next book is You're Not Dying, You're Just Waking Up by Elizabeth April. And it's more of people who are more in spirituality, going through a spiritual awakening, light workers, starseeds. This was one of the books, yes, I read within 48 hours. Elizabeth April is an amazing person. Some people refer to as EA. And the one big idea I want to share is that in order to raise your vibration, like truly raise your vibration, your body needs to clear the stuck energy that it's currently had. As I mentioned earlier, that is held on from other people, from yourself, or generational. Specifically, Elizabeth April, I came across her from the spirituality live streaming app called Gaia, and I love that streaming app. She spoke about reaching higher vibrations, even speaking into specific aliens and things like that. She mentioned the word starseed, and when I saw the word starseed, I was like, wow, that word I didn't even know about until last year when I was in Amman, Jordan, and I saw a book that said starseed. So it's amazing how things come into place. Randomly, I'm in the Middle East and I see a book on starseed. I have like it was like the angels kind of saying, look this way. So it's pretty cool how I saw it randomly at the airport there. Like I mentioned earlier, there are energies that you take from people, energies that you can absorb, especially as a highly sensitive person or an empath. Sometimes you're absorbing it and you come out of the room and you feel worry, down, anxiety, and you don't even know. You're like, wait, I'm in a good mood, but why am I feeling this way? It's because you're absorbing that. That's the energy that you want to get rid of. You want to cut those cords. You want to get rid of all those things that are holding you back. This is why that I'm constantly trying to clear the stuck energy to help increase my vibration. Clear it by using techniques as the thought field therapy, the Mary Miller's I Ching, emotion code clearing, and other clearings including Reiki or chakra clearing. And I have to say, this is one of the key ingredients that are missed from majority of personal development books that I've read in the last 18 to 19 years is the energy clearing. You have to clear that. So much so that I'm looking into getting my quantum healing certification. Stay tuned for that. And the last book I want to share is The Wealth Money Can't Buy by Raman Sharma. It's so cool because like Raman Sharma is actually the first person personal development book I read around 18, 19 years ago. And it was his book called The Surfer, the Saint, the CEO. And then I read his The Greatness Guide and The Greatness Guide 1 and 2. Amazing books. For those of you who know his books, he has like little mini chapters. They're about 1 or 2 pages. So it's a fast read, and there are about 200 ideas in here. So I will be creating a best 5 to 10 ideas on this. But for the sake of this video, the one best idea is go ghost for a year or be unrecognizable after a year. The main idea here is to focus on you. Focus on your wellness, your health, your well-being. Put yourself first for a change. Go to that yoga class, go to that meditation class, cut down on social, or even better, completely cut out socials for a whole year. No posting, no boasting, and just going on that mindset detox that your soul truly craves and deserves. Focus on self-healing. As for Vex King, healing is the new high. One thing I do is a mindset detox, which is all the things I've listed previously from what I meant about going ghost for a year. Cut out nonsense things like gossip and drama that waste time that you could be doing on creating something. Cut down TV shows, cut down negative people, cut down on spending time with negative people who just complain. That just drains your energy, like energy vampires. You have no time for that. Just cut out any random things that do not serve you. You know, look how thick this book is. There's just so many best ideas. Like there was one best idea I want to share. Maybe I'll share quickly. One was develop a lust for books. For all of those who know my channel, I'm a bibliophile that is a person who collects and loves books. So I will be doing 5 best ideas on this. So remember, focus on you for the next year. That's the one thing I really want to share with you to start your new amazing prosperous year. And the bonus books, first one is Angel Wealth Magic. So I bought this book before I went to Portugal. I read it. I read it quite quickly. It's probably within like a couple days. For all those who don't believe in angels, like I started to believe in it more. It's not that I didn't believe in them, but I started to really look more into angels. And yeah, this book is amazing, high vibration. One big idea is that angels can also help with wealth consciousness. Just go out and read this book. All the books I mentioned today, I'll be listing below, so you can grab yourself a copy. Angel Wealth Magic. And the last book is Spiritual Activator by Oliver Nino. It's specifically on healing and clearing energy chakras within your body. Oliver is a energy healing master. And the one big idea I want to share, in order to clear negative energy from your chakras, one way you can do it is actually through visualizing sacred geometry. I mean, if you think historically of all those ancient sites that have the geometry on there, there's a reason it's there. It's pretty cool. And I will do my 5 best ideas on this book in the future. Until then, have an amazing new year full of light and love. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get more content like this. See you in the next video.